Welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where we dive deep into the fascinating stories behind our world. Today, we're stepping into the shadows to uncover the incredible technological evolution of espionage. Forget the suave, tuxedo-clad spies of fiction for a moment. The real story is a relentless, high-stakes contest where technology, not just charm, is the ultimate weapon. We're going on a journey from Cold War gadgets and high-flying spy planes to the invisible battlefields of cyberspace and the AI-powered spies of tomorrow. The world's second oldest profession has undergone a seismic shift, and the battlefield has moved from back alleys to the silent expanse of space and the digital pathways of the internet. Let's start during the Cold War, a period that set the stage for a technological arms race in the shadows. While the Soviet Union perfected its use of human spies, the United States developed a deep love affair with technology. This spurred an explosion of innovation. We're talking about gadgets straight out of a spy novel. The KGB had a lipstick pistol, a single-shot firearm disguised as lipstick. The CIA, not to be outdone, developed a heart attack gun that fired a tiny, poison-laced dart. Microphones were hidden in pens, cameras in buttons, and transmitters in the heels of shoes. There was even a CIA project to build an insectophopter, a tiny drone disguised as a dragonfly, though it proved too difficult to control in the wind. One of the most famous examples of this tech cat-and-mouse game was when the Soviets gifted the US ambassador a beautiful, carved wooden Great Seal of the United States. It hung in his study for 7 years before it was discovered to contain a sophisticated listening device. But the real game-changer was in the sky. The development of the high-altitude Lockheed U-2 spy plane allowed the U.S. to fly above Soviet air defenses and take photographs of sensitive military sites. This was a massive intelligence victory until May 1, 1960, when a U-2 piloted by Gary Powers was shot down. This incident was a stark reminder that even the most advanced tech was vulnerable, and it accelerated the push to remove the human pilot from harm's way. The answer lay in two groundbreaking domains: stealth and space. The 1970s saw the birth of the F-117 Nighthawk, the first true stealth aircraft. Its faceted, diamond-like surface was designed to deflect radar beams, making it nearly invisible. This was followed by the even more ambitious B-2 Spirit, the stealth bomber said to have the radar signature of a Frisbee. These weren't just bombers, they were invaluable reconnaissance platforms. The technology was so secret that stealing it was a major intelligence goal. A design engineer who helped create the B-2's propulsion system was later convicted of selling classified stealth secrets to China, a betrayal that directly threatened U.S. national security. At the same time, spies were conquering the ultimate high ground, space. As early as 1955, the U.S. began developing reconnaissance satellites. The first successful system was the Corona program. In those early days, these satellites would literally eject canisters of film, which were then snagged in mid-air by aircraft as they parachuted back to Earth. Imagine that. Over the decades, this evolved into a vast network of satellites, providing near real-time, high-resolution imagery and intercepting signals from orbit, a persistent, unblinking eye on adversaries without risking a single pilot. Just as satellite technology was maturing, a new frontier opened up: cyberspace. The internet transformed espionage more profoundly than any technology before it. The battlefield was no longer physical. It was everywhere and nowhere. One of the first documented cases of cyber espionage was back in 1986, when a German hacker used the ARPANET to infiltrate U.S. military computers. But the threat truly exploded in the 21st century. The line between spying to steal information and warfare to destroy systems began to blur. In 2007, massive cyber attacks, widely attributed to Russia, crippled Estonia's government and banking systems. A few years later, the Stuxnet worm, believed to be a joint US-Israeli creation, caused physical damage to Iranian nuclear centrifuges, proving a cyber attack could cause real-world destruction. Today, state-sponsored hacking groups are a central feature of global competition. This brings us to the present day and the rise of the AI-powered spy. The digital revolution has created a tsunami of information, far too much for human analysts to process. AI algorithms can sift through petabytes of data, identifying patterns and threats that would otherwise go unnoticed. But AI is also a powerful offensive weapon. Malicious actors are now using AI to automate hacking campaigns on a massive scale. They're creating AI-powered malware that can adapt and change its own code to evade detection. And perhaps most disturbingly, AI is being used to craft hyper-convincing phishing emails and deep-fake audio and video to impersonate trusted individuals. Nations are now in a new arms race, where staying ahead in AI development is a matter of national security. So, with all this technology, is the human spy obsolete? Not at all. Their role has simply evolved. In an age of ubiquitous digital surveillance, it's harder than ever for an officer to operate anonymously. But there will always be secrets that only a human can get: the nuance of a leader's intentions, the morale of a military unit, or access to a computer system that isn't connected to any network. The future of espionage is an accelerating interplay between humans and technology. The battlefield is expanding to the Internet of Things, where every smart device is a potential spy, and quantum computing threatens to make our current encryption useless. From hidden cameras to invisible code, the history of espionage is a history of technology. The cat-and-mouse game continues on an ever more complex stage, ensuring the world of shadows will be with us for the foreseeable future. Thanks for tuning in to Fun Facts Online. Well, see you next time.